Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I am doing my May plan with me. This is only part 1. I will get to part 2 here at the end of the month, more on that later. But I'm starting with an art print by Danica Sills. I really love her work. You'll see it featured in quite a few of my plan with me's and whatnot. I will also leave her channel in the description box below because her work is awesome. You should check it out. Of course, support independent artists and whatnot. I love to do that type of thing. But anyways, why I chose this picture is because I really love the flowers for spring. And it kind of matches my last month's interpretation, April showers. I use the water and the pretty colors without being too literal. And I feel the same here, April showers, May flowers. But also because May is my mom's birthday month and her favorite color is cobalt blue. You'll notice that there's a bit of cobalt blue in the picture, which translates to the blue that I use for the rest of the month as well. And you can see I messed up my washi a little bit there, and I was able to fix it, which is really nice. And I don't really notice it now, but I figured doing just a little bit extra would keep me from wasting it, and I really don't like to waste things, especially the shiny washi, because I get less of it and it's more expensive. But I liked that. I barely notice it now, so that works for me. Anyways, you see I had a lot of space left over for a quote on my monthly overview page, and so this is reflecting the word of the month that I had in mind, which was renewal. And you see, when you speak from your heart and say the words your soul has only dared to whisper, that's when miracles happen. And so I'm hoping that me pushing the way I have been lately with my writing and my editing and all that other stuff is going to allow me some space to renew myself and my creativity, because I've been doing 500 words a day for nearly 2 months and 250 for the 2 months before that there's been some days where I've been like, oh man, I really need a break, but I'm pushing myself anyway. So I'm hoping for a little bit of time this month to allow myself to simmer, because school will be over soon, and I'm hoping that I have that time. Anyways, I'm babbling. You really see that my task list and my editorial calendar, which comes after this one, is really the same old, same old. I'll fill in these 2 parts in my next part 2 of my plan with me at the end of the month, where I review my goals and I check things off and I fill in my project trackers and all those other things at the beginning of my notebook. But I figured I'd get this done, I'd get it out, instead of the long video at the end of the month after most people have already started their planning. So yes, I'm gonna fill those things out for the next couple of minutes, and I'll come back to talk to you about my expense tracker. You'll notice here My expense tracker has changed a little bit, and I imagined that it would because last month was the first time I'd ever used one. And honestly, I'm still not sure what I'm doing with it. But last month, it served me pretty well as I need to keep better track of my business expenses for tax purposes. If you listen to me review my quarter, you'll note that that was my major pain point, was my taxes and not knowing how to do my balance sheet and all those other things. So that's what the purpose of that is. I made it down to one page because I have no big expenses next month as I publish the anthology this month in the air, and I get to pay all my authors in April and buy all their books and all that other stuff. So I have very little I need to add to this one. I also needed to separate, I don't need to separate out my income and my bills as those are pretty limited, but my expenses, aka my groceries and my gas, do take up a bit more space, so they stayed there as well. And of course, I also have my Insta and Facebook ad testing. I'm really bad at getting to these goals. I have no real idea what I'm doing, and I'm kind of scared to spend the money, but I need to get over that, and I need to work on growing my business if I want it to be an actual income and make an actual profit, which I haven't yet. And that's my next step, so here's my basic overview for my plan with me for the month and what I'm going to be doing in my bullet journal. I will be back in a couple of days, probably the 1st, where I get to review what I've read this month, how many words I've written, how I'm doing in my projects and all of that. So, yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!